Howdy folks, it's Bucket Fridge. I hope you're all doing very well today. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. In today's video, we're going to go over 5 things that you should do before the Punika Power Pass comes out in a little over a week. So let's sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and let's hop right into the video. So the Punika Power Pass just got announced that we will be getting it absolutely for certain come next Wednesday, which is pretty exciting, a little over a week from recording today. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I had some experiences with the Phaeton Power Pass and boosting my destroyer when that came out that I wanted to share with everybody, things that I wish I had done more of, things that I wish I had done beforehand, and other things. And so this video was here to help you guys make sure that you have everything set up for whatever character you're going to boost, whether it's the ARCANIST or a different character. Make sure that you tune into this video to make sure you catch all the different things so you're as prepared as you can be when your character hits 1302. All right, so let's hop right into it. The first thing that I think you should do is have a plan. And this might sound kind of self-explanatory, but let me elaborate. So whether you plan to boost an Arcanist or whether you plan to boost another character to tier 3 or swap mains or whatever it might be that you're doing with the Power Pass, it's important to have a plan. You should have what you want to accomplish on day 1, what you want to accomplish in week 1. So for example, I'll use myself in this scenario. So I'll be boosting a striker and not an Arcanist. So with boosting the striker, I want to get him to at least 1430 the first week. That way that I'm able to do both normal Vulcan and normal Vicus to start collecting the relic mats for your relic set. So it is important that you understand how you're going to progress your character, whether you need to calculate how many mats you might need to get to a certain gear threshold, whether you need to calculate your engravings, your accessories, or anything that might come along with starting a new character. It is important that you have a plan, and it'll make it a lot simpler if you have everything planned out and ready to go and not just kind of flying by the seat of your pants. Having a game plan is always one of the best ways to ensure that you're ready and that you can get as far as you need to get in day 1 and week 1 of the new Punika Power Pass. All right, let's hop into thing number 2 that you should do. I think that it's important to create the character today or as soon as you're watching this video. The sooner you can create your character and reserve your name, which is nice, but the more important thing is that by creating your character now, you will start to stack up rested experience. Rested experience may seem like it's not that big of a deal, but in the first week of being able to have a new character, having extra mats from both the Guardian raids and from the Chaos Dungeons is actually going to help pretty significantly, especially since you're going to be able to get leap stones, which is going to be probably the thing that you need the most for your new character. So making sure that you create your character now so they have a full bar of rested XP for both the Guardian raids and the Chaos Dungeons, as I mentioned, is pretty crucial. The extra amount of mats that you get is pretty substantial, and at least in my anecdotal experience, I found that I get more gold portals and boss portals when you have rested experience as a way for the game to catch you up. And a lot of the time too, you're more likely to get the boss rush tickets and the cube tickets, both of which reward quite a bit of experience. So it's really, really helpful to make sure that you have rested experience on your character. So go start that character right now. All right, number 3, you really need to stock up on gold, silver, and honing mats. And honing mats more specifically, especially leap stones, greater honor leap stones, and the honing books. So we know that there is a substantial cost to honing with silver and gold. So the more of that you can have, the better. That way you don't run out of gold or silver, and have that be a limiting factor in your character's progression the week that they come out with the Punika Power Pass. The other thing that's really important is to make sure that you have enough leap stones or greater honor leap stones and the honing books. The honing books are actually incredibly helpful, and they're a lot better bang for your buck than buying juice, so to speak, the rate up materials. The honing books give you 10%. That is substantial. Think of it this way. The 1460 honing buff was a 10% increase to all levels from 1302 to 1370, and then a 1370 to 1415. So that 10%, imagine each honing book is like an additional stronghold research. So stocking up on those now, because the greater honor leap stones, and those honing books will drastically go up in price with everybody buying them up. So it's probably in your best interest to start buying them now and saving up, because they're going to go up in price come the release of this Punika Power Pass. So make sure that you have all the materials stocked up that you'll need to get as far as you'll need to get. And that goes back to tip 1, where you kind of plan out how far you want to get your character, so you have an idea roughly of how many mats that you'll need when you get your character. Alrighty, number 4. The most important thing I think that you can do right now is get your main to 1460 to be able to do that stronghold research for 1370 to 1415. It's an additional 10% increase on all honing attempts, but the more important thing is that it requires less materials, both honing materials and silver, and I believe gold costs as well. That way you're able to have your resources that we just talked about with stocking up go farther. You would be surprised how much a 10% difference can make. As well as adding that to an additional 10% with the honing books, it's essentially giving a 20% increase to all your honing attempts, really zooming you through the 1370 to 1415 area that could be pretty difficult and expensive. So I think it's paramount that you have that done before Wednesday to really help your character progress with the Punika Power Pass. Alrighty, number 5. This one is kind of a two-parter, so to speak. There's things that you can start doing now, and then things that you'll want to do after the Punika Power Pass is released, so I'll touch on both. And this one has to do with experience. The experience on your character might seem kind of irrelevant or negligible, but it's actually pretty important. Getting skill points from each one of those levels is actually pretty substantial. It is going to be one of the more important things that you can do, because it is going to be one of the larger increases in damage and utility that your character can get is just purely from skill points. That also goes as far as to say doing the other horizontal content that gets you skill point potions as well, but I imagine most people have all of them or close to all of them at this point, so the only thing that your character is really going to need is those levels. Those levels are extremely important and are going to be rather difficult to come by, so the things that you can do now before the Power Pass comes out are, one is you need to get whatever character that you just made, like we talked about for number 2. We need to get that character into a guild, and you need to start to be able to donate and start collecting the blood tokens. The blood tokens are something that you can purchase experience potions with from the exchange vendor. You want to be stocking up on the PvP tokens because you can buy experience with those PvP tokens as well as the pirate coins for your PV or for experience potions as well. All of those will be something that you can start stocking up on now, and then come the launch with the Punika Power Pass, what you can do is not only use up the saved materials that we just talked about with those potions, but you'll also be able to start the training in your stronghold, which is really important. And I would suggest that you also trying to get as many boss rush and cube tokens or tickets, excuse me, as you can. They both provide a significant amount of experience, especially the boss rush. So if you can save up enough blood tokens to also have the chest to open with the potential of opening the tickets, as well as some of the login rewards that give you cube tickets, I believe, this month. As well as the last thing that you can do for more experience, you want to make sure that you also go do South Vern, not only for the card packs, but the amount of experience that you get from South Vern is actually pretty significant. It is a decent amount of experience that is definitely going to help your character. So just to recap, you want to make sure that you're stocking up on the 3 different kinds of tokens to buy the experience potions, as well as soon as you make that character and boost it to 1302, that you go to your stronghold and start the training so you can get your levels up that way as well, and doing South Vern for the card packs and the experience. Like I said, skill points will give you some of the most damage and utility increases for your character and are definitely not something that you should skimp out on, so make sure that you have all those things ready to go for this coming Wednesday. And just to add a little bit to this last point, for the min-maxers out there, there is a strategy for getting to 60 as quickly as possible. From my understanding, the strategy is to obviously use the stronghold training to get you to 59 if your main is already at 60, and then using South Vern and stored up boss rush tickets to boost from 59 to 60, as boss rush, I believe, gives you the most experience as compared to cube, even though cube is still a decent amount of experience. So if you really want to min-max it that way, you can do that as well. So with those tips out of the way, I know that none of them are necessarily revolutionary or crazy new ideas, but I just wanted to make this video for maybe some newer players who are planning to use the Power Pass to get a character up, or even some of the more experienced players that might need a checklist or just something to mentally make a note of to make sure that they have everything done for their new character. I hope this video was helpful for everybody. If you'd like to see more videos like this or similar videos with tips and tricks and things that can help you in your progression and honing and etc., let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to make more guides or more helpful videos like this for everybody. But as far as this video goes, that's all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Now, if you guys would do the YouTube stuff for me, like, comment, and subscribe, that would be wonderful. I appreciate everybody for watching this video. Best of luck to you all with your Punika Power Pass and your new characters, and maybe even your Arcanist, depending on if you're going to roll that. But thank you everybody for watching the video. I hope that you all stay safe. Remember to be kind, and I will catch you all in the next one.